synopsis is of class 10 and prepared by Anand Prajapati with the help of Join for Education. Let us start the synopsis. Light, reflection and refraction. Light seems to travel in straight lines. Mirror and lenses form images of objects. Images can be either real or virtual depending on the position of the object. The reflecting surfaces of all types obey the laws of reflection. The refracting surfaces obey the laws of refraction. New Cartesian sign conventions are followed by spherical mirrors and lenses. Mirror formula 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F gives the relationship between the object distance U, image distance V and focal length F of a spherical mirror. The focal length of a spherical mirror is equal to half its radius of curvature. The magnification produced by a spherical mirror is the ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object. A light ray traveling obliquely from a denser medium to a rarer medium bends away from the normal. A light ray bends towards the normal when it travels obliquely from a rarer to a denser medium. Light travels in vacuum with an enormous speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. The speed of light is different in different media. The refractive index of a transparent medium is the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum to that in the medium. In case of rectangular glass slab, the refraction takes place at both air glass interface and glass air interface. The emergent ray is parallel to the direction of incident ray. Lens formula 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F gives the relationship between the object distance U, image distance V and the focal length F of a spherical lens. Power of a lens is the reciprocal of its focal length. The SI unit of power of a lens is diopter. The power of a lens is generally denoted by P and the SI unit of a power of a lens diopter is generally denoted by capital alphabet D. So therefore P equal to 1 by F. The human eye and the colorful world. The ability of the eye to focus on both near and distant objects by adjusting its focal length is called the accommodation of the eye. The smallest distance at which the eye can see object clearly without a strain is called the near point of the eye or the least distance of distinct vision. For a young adult with normal vision, it is about 25 centimeter. The common refractive defects of vision include myopia, hypermetropia and presbyopia, myopia, short-sightedness. The image of distant objects is focused before the retina, is corrected by using a concave lens of suitable power. Hypermetropia, far-sightedness. The image of nearby objects is focused beyond the retina, is corrected by using a convex lens of suitable power. The eye loses its power of accommodation at old age. The splitting of white light into its component color is called dispersion. A scattering of light causes the blue color of a sky and the reddening of the sun at sunshine and sunset. electricity, a stream of electrons moving through a conductor constitutes an electric current. Conventionally, the direction of the current is taken opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. It means that direction of flow of current and the direction of the flow of electron are opposite to each other. The SI unit of the electric current is ampere. The state of the electrons in motion in a electric circuit, we use a cell or a battery. A cell generates a potential difference across its terminals. It is measured in volts. Resistance is a property that resists the flow of electrons in a conductor. It controls the magnitude of the current. The SI unit of the resistance is ohm and is generally denoted by Greek alphabet omega. Ohm's law, the potential difference across the ends of a resistor is directly proportional to the current through it, provided its temperature remains the same. This resistance of a conductor depends directly on its length, inversely on area of cross section, and also on the material of the conductor. So the resistance of a conductor depends upon the length of the conductor, cross sectional area of the conductor, and nature of the conductor. The equivalent resistance of several resistors in series is equal to the sum of their individual resistances. Therefore, R equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. A set of resistors connected in parallel has an equivalent resistance R given by 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The electrical energy dissipated in a resistor is given by W equal to V into I into T. The unit of power is watt, and 1 watt of power is consumed when 1 ampere of current flow at a potential difference of 1 volt. The commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour equal to 136,000,000 joule, 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Magnetic effects of electric current. A compass needle is a small magnet. Its one end, which points towards the north, is called a north pole, and the other end, which points towards the south, is called a south pole. A magnetic field exists in the region surrounding a magnet, in which the force of the magnet can be detected. Field lines are used to represent a magnetic field. A field line is the path along which a hypothetical free north pole would tend to move. The direction of the magnetic field at a point is given by the direction that a north pole is placed at that point would take. Field lines are shown closer together where the magnetic field is greater. A metallic wire carrying an electric current has associated with it a magnetic field. The field lines about the wire consist of a series of concentric circles, which direction is given by the right hand rule. The pattern of the magnetic field around a conductor due to an electric current flowing through it depends on the shape of the conductor. The magnetic field of a solenoid carrying a current is similar to that of a ball magnet. An electromagnet consists of a core of soft iron wrapped around the wrapped around with a coil of a insulated copper wire. A current carrying conductor, when placed in a magnetic field, experiences a force. If the direction of the field and that of the current are naturally perpendicular to each other, then the force acting on the conductor will be perpendicular to both and will be given by Fleming's left hand rule. This is the basis of an electric motor. An electric motor is a device that converts electric energy into mechanical energy. The phenomenon of a electromagnetic induction is the production of the induced current in a coil placed in a region where the magnetic field changes with time. The magnetic field may change due to relative motion between the coil and a magnet placed near to the coil. If the coil is placed near to a current carrying conductor, the magnetic field may change either due to a change in the current through the conductor or due to the relative motion between the coil and the conductor. The direction of the induced current is given by the Fleming's right hand rule. A generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. It works on the basis of electromagnetic induction. In our houses, we receive AC electric power of 220 volt with a frequency of 50 Hz. One of the wires in this supply is with ride insulation called live wire. The other end is of black insulation, which is a neutral wire. The potential difference between two is 220 volt. The third is the earth wire that has given insulation, and this is connected to a metallic body deep inside the earth. It is used as a safety measure to measure that any leakage of the current to metallic body does not give any severe shock to a user. Fuse is the most important safety device used for protecting the circuits due to short circuiting or overloading of the circuits. Thanks to watch and stay with me till the last word of the synopsis. Hope that this synopsis will be benefited to all students who are watched or have intention to watch this content or video content. Once again, I thanks to all of you. Thank you very much to stay with me.